Hi, good evening. I hope everybody's week is off to a nice start. Hey, Tramp, are you dead slash dying yet? Not yet. And in good news, Ma appears to be doing better, so I might get away with it. And also that means it's probably not COVID, which is nice. I do have a headache again, but I always have a headache, so that's just a permanent state of being at this point. Fun. Let me see. Yes, before I forget. I am going to shuffle the schedule this week because I was thinking to myself earlier, hey, isn't it about time for Ludonarracon? I should check that because I always like hopping in when that's on because you get some great games during them. So I checked it, and it turns out it's this week. It starts on, I believe, Thursday. Now, I'm going to leave the schedule as is up to Thursday, and we're still going to have Baldur's Gate. But after that, I will shift things around a bit so we can play some of the Ludonarracon games. The list is looking really good, actually, this year. I mean, it usually looks good, to be fair. And I would say it's looking really good every year, but there's a very nice selection of detective games again. Oh, excuse me. I'm looking forward to, especially to Makoto Wakaido's Case Files. I don't know why, but I feel like I've heard it before, and with high praise, but I'm not actually sure. But yeah, there's some very nice looking titles on the agenda this year. However, the one we simply must start with is one that I wanted to get to during Next Fest, and we ran out of time. So, that is the Duck Detective, the Salami Case, I believe it was called. The Secret Salami, yes. That looks very fun, I'm looking forward to that. Going back to the Yangshi game? Yes. Eventually. Don't ask me when, I'm not sure. Funnily enough, that isn't on the Ludonarracon this year, which surprises me. And then again, maybe it's more of a straightforward story rather than strange and unusual. But yeah, let's get back into some Kentucky Route Zero. Duck Detective, yes. It is one of the ones, the demos I had downloaded for Next Fest, but we kind of ran out of time before we got to it. I deprioritized it because while it looked fun, it looked some of the others looked more fun to me. Yeah, decisions had to be made. There was a lot of stuff on for Next Fest, but Ludonarracon has slightly fewer. There's the Posthumous Investigation, 10,000 Coins, the Golden Merchant, which looks very adorable, incredibly adorable. Paladins, which looks very similar to a game that I have played and can't remember the name of. As long as there's no Cunnilingus, God, I hope not. I really hope not. Now, when I say very similar about Paladins, I mean narrative, like the story, the way they've designed it to work. I'm not making accusations on that one. But I can't remember what the other one it looked like is, or the other one that reminded me of it is. And I can't find it in my list, which surprises me. If I can find it... No, I can't. Great. I've definitely played it. Oh, that's going to annoy the hell out of me. Paladins? No. Baladins with a B. But it is spelled exactly the same as Paladins aside from that change. Which surprised me. I did think it was going to end up being like, Paladins, like Smite or something like that, but it's not from the looks of it. I cannot find this other game that I'm thinking of, and the fact that I can't remember the name of it is driving me around the twist. Is it one of the W's? No, I don't think it is. Maybe I own too many games. Wilder Myth. That's the one I'm thinking of. Rolling stories, continuations, that kind of thing. Okay, well, I'm glad I remembered it. That would have annoyed the shit out of me otherwise. Spiritfarer? Listen, I adore Spiritfarer as a game. Absolutely adore it. I cannot play it. I will cry. I've played 27 hours of it. I've never seen the ending, and I had cried like 5 different times. It's such a good game. I could never play it on stream. I would not be able to. I would be inaudible beneath the sobbing. Especially Alice, the hedgehog. She wrecked me. Alice and Summer both fucking obliterated me emotionally. Right. Kentucky. Did I change? No, I did not. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Shit, where is it? There it is. There we go. There we go. You're inaudible anyway. I have no power over this, unfortunately. I really need to sort out voice meter. Unfortunately, I'm fucking dog shit at time management. I'd love to add something there that like made it less my fault, but no, I am just really dog shit at time management. But in my defense, the last time I installed voice meter, I followed a tutorial for setup of it, and it was like the official voice meter tutorial. Step 1 failed. Well, no, step 1 was booting it up. Step 2 failed. Because every time I tried to change the output setting, I lost audio on everything. It completely, I don't know if it gained control of my headphones or what. It completely killed all of my outgoing audio. I couldn't hear a damn thing through the headphones. So, I don't know what happened there. But I just followed the instructions from install to this point, and it didn't. Something went very wrong, so I'm not taking responsibility for that. I put my time in to follow those instructions. It did not go well. Wait, hold on. That's 2 days ago. We last played Kentucky Route Zero on Friday, which is more than 2 days. Oh, well, no, just about. Okay. What the hell were we doing? Shit, I can't remember. Shannon's workshop. The Elkhorn Mines. The farmhouse. Yeah, we have this. Maintenance record. There's a stage for... Ah, yes. We were reporting to Carrington about the stage, but he wasn't there. And then... Oh, shit. Hold on. The fucking controller's plugged back in because I wanted to try Thymesia. But I did not get around to it, inevitably. And I forgot. Surprise controller vibrating on my work laptop. Never a great feeling. Always worried it's going to break something. I guess we go back and see if Weaver's there. I can't remember what we were doing other than that. I could take a wild guess and say she's not. What was it Shannon wanted to talk to us about? Or maybe I'm just supposed to follow the directions Weaver gave us to more places. Oh shit, he's limping. Right, he has an injured foot. Never mind. Okay, I'll go check if Weaver's there. It might take a while. Oh boy. Yeah, it'll take a while. Maybe we were supposed to bring Shannon back to her workshop. Oh, wait, yeah, that would make sense. Bring her back to the workshop so she can fix Weaver's... Okay, we'll bring her back to the workshop first, because it's a shorter walk. And, with his injured ankle, this is, quite the walk speed. Yay. Come on, Conway. Let's get trucking. It's time to go. Okay, I'm pretty sure her workshop was up here. Museum. Did we... Oh yeah, I remember. We broke a door on him. Heh, what the... She worked up this way, I think? Past Route 88, right? Oh, maybe I should have set up lo-fi radio again. I forgot how quiet this is. Bait shop, there it is. Conway and Shannon pull into the bait shop parking lot. Vaulted above the road on a thin steel bar, a handwritten sign reads, "Live bait, minnows small and also large for stripers, night crawlers, chips and beer." A green flyer hangs loosely from a bit of masking tape at eye level. Not going to Frenchman's Knob? Ideally not. I suspect we will be out there eventually. To the shop's right, a dirt parking lot sprawls unevenly into grass and then eventually trees. The bait shop is closed. Enter the side door to Shannon's workshop. Conway and Shannon walk around to the side of the building, into the workshop. The walls are lined with cheap metal shelves, loaded precariously with vacuum tubes, awkwardly shaped metal casings, and coffee cans full of electronic components. Shannon leads Conway to the back of the room, where a few TV sets in various states of disassembly are set up on a rough wooden table. She flips the switch on the power strip they're all plugged into, and the TV sets tremble to life. Ask Shannon about Weaver. Conway asks Shannon where she saw Weaver. Shannon points to a small security monitor on the table. The image on the screen is just black, but it seems to be fading slowly, almost imperceptibly, between different shades of black. Shannon tweaks a few knobs on the side of the monitor, but the picture doesn't change. Stare at the security monitor. Conway stares directly at the security monitor. The screen is a cavernous black. It hums and swells at the pace of the tide. Conway loses track of the workshop's walls. They could be inches away, or miles. He is adrift on black water, traveling swiftly towards a rocky shore. There should be a lighthouse or a buoy by these rocks. It's too dangerous. Shannon switches off the power strip. Weaver is not here. Okay, so I guess we're going to... Wait, what happens if we go back to Shannon's workshop again? Oh, I don't have the option. Fair enough. In that case, I guess we're going to Weaver's shop. Or house. That's the mines. The artificial limb factory should be down here. Yeah, there it is. Can we get in there yet? Oh, we didn't have the option to look at it before, did we? A creek runs alongside the highway and then turns towards a dirty brick building. A grinding drone from within the building is faintly audible from the interstate. Floodlights on the lawn illuminate smokestacks. At the edge of the building's parking lot, a large sign, partially covered by trees, reads, "Artificial Limb Factory." Oh, we did see that before. With the burning tree, which is definitely not concerning at all. Don't worry about it. So I guess we are slowly limping up this hill. Okay. Up we go. Good luck, Conway, you poor bastard. How nice of Shannon to make Conway walk this. Although I suppose it's probably better than trying to take the truck up there. That looks incredibly narrow. Is Blue coming with us? Oh no. She'll come with us to a point. It's probably for the best. There's definitely something weird about the dog, right, though? Conway? truck. Is that a fan boat? I can't remember. There's nobody buried here, you know. It's decorative, I guess. Or it's art or something. I don't know. What are the names on the headstones? Novakovsky, Padilla. I don't know those names. Maybe the people who lived here before. I know when they bought this property, it already had a house and everything. Or maybe they have some other symbolic meaning. Oh, and look at that headstone. Marquez. I used to think that was from my parents. Now I don't know. Cool, that's not concerning at all. I notice he is now leaning on her, though. Well, it's nice of her to help. Okay, never mind. Changed their mind, apparently. Like, as soon as I said it, it's like they heard me. So was Weaver projecting through the TV? So, this is where she was. Yeah, makes sense. This is where Weaver and her parents lived. They took out a bunch of loans, you know, and had this place built. Do you have any debts? I owe some people some apologies. Well, you're lucky that's all you owe. My parents were like that, until the company store found a way to get to them. For my dad, it was tokens to run the fans and air purifiers, and for my mom, it was canaries. Two solutions to the same problem, but they sure sounded different. Weaver had debt too, a lot of it. All tuition. She said she was a mathematician or something? Yeah, she studied some esoteric stuff about... something about using math to translate between Spanish and English. I think eventually Weaver put those math skills to work on all the red numbers in the family checkbook and got a clear sense of just how hopeless their situation was. So she left. I guess she just drove away in the middle of the night. They woke up in the morning and the car was gone. Never came back. Until tonight. She seemed really focused on that old TV. Oh, that's not something you see every day. That old TV right there? Well, that is a damned antique for you. I had a model like that in the shop once, but I had to sell it off to make rent. The most painful decision I ever made. Say, do you mind if I open it up? Looks like the dials are all corroded and the screen is leaking light a bit. Come on, I bet Lisette would never forgive you for letting a specimen like that fall into disrepair. It's not even my TV. I think I was just pawned off on me by the driver, or by Joseph at the garage. It's not... Wait. No, that's not what I was delivering. I need to deliver to Dogwood Drive, if I remember rightly. Oh, cool. That's normal and not concerning at all. Oh, yeah. These tubes are all messed up. Looks like they've been in a swamp or a cave or something. There's moss growing on this one. That's okay. I have a few spares in my bag here. Here, I pulled this one out of an old computer monitor. It just needs to be recalibrated a bit. Okay, that oughta... Should be seeing something now. Are you seeing anything? Hey, that looks dangerous. What are you doing there? Damn. Okay. Here, I think the contacts are dirty. Now, don't go telling my customers I clean off old vacuum tubes with spit. There. Just gotta turn it north-south and... Oh, cool. That's not concerning at all. That just, You just delete the barn? Ma'am? I guess we found Route 0. I'd like to unfind it, if that's alright with you. Well, the horses don't seem too bothered. Cool. Great. Not a little, even a little bit concerning. I mean, I guess Weaver did set us on to Route Zero, the long way round. End of Act 1. Limits and demonstrations. Oh, that looks normal. Limits and demonstrations. A Lula Chamberlain retrospective. Marking the first major public showcase of her work in over 20 years, this retrospective exhibition of work by pioneering installation artist Lula Chamberlain comprises a diagonal slice through time, place, and form. The pieces on display here were individually debuted over a period of 35 years, designed in Chamberlain's various homes and studios between her beloved Mexico City and her native Elizabethtown. They represent a range of scale and impact, from the intimate warmth of Vertex Texture Fetch to the infamous Visage, the latter of which requires a vertical clearance of over 30 feet. Yet these works share a confounding legacy. In each of their debut exhibitions, they were nearly impossible to install. Galleries and museums balked at the scale, power requirements, and highly skilled labor involved in maintaining these works for display. Some of their debuts collapsed under the weight of logistics, only to be successfully executed much later. And so, just as they describe the outer limits of Chamberlain's range as an installation artist, the geographical edges and vertices of her itinerant home life, and the beginning and end of her distinguished career, the works on display here also trace the extremes of our capabilities and the frontiers of our patience as both viewers and exhibitors. Are we capable of viewing these works as they were meant to be viewed? Do we even want to be? Cool. That's... Okay, I have a collection of people. Basement Puzzle Number 2. Artist, Sunset and Horse. 1976. Plaster and Wire. You know, the thing on the barn to keep the snallygaster away? What do you think she means by puzzle? Yeah, weird. I guess it's something you can solve. Oh, hey, these are the 3 that were playing the game in the basement of the garage. They must be symbols. Artist, sunset, horse. Or it's an anagram? Or like a code? Or maybe it's not a puzzle, but it's just about a puzzle. Maybe it's a puzzle, but there's no right answer. That is kind of sad. Overdubbed Nam June Paik installation in the style of Edward Packard. 1965, 1973, 1980. Magnetic tape, handheld tape playback head, speaker system, voice of the artist, computer synthesized speech. Oh, I read about this one. It's interactive. How does it work? It's a bunch of old tape, and you run this tape playback head along it, and just listen to the recordings, I guess? Let's try it out. I think you start in the middle. As Bob drags the playback head along the tape, a woman's voice issues unsteadily from the speakers. We start in the middle. Donald and Joseph are in the hallway. I am in an office. The walls are lined with filing cabinets. A few drawers hang open. The door is ajar. A massive computer looms in the corner. There are some punched cards on the floor. A synthetic voice recording, spliced awkwardly into the tape, lists out other options in monotone. To examine cards, rotate 30 degrees and advance 7 inches. To leave room, rotate 17 degrees and advance 4 inches. To activate computer, rotate 200 degrees and advance 15 inches. Examine the cards. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. Encoded in the holes punched through these cards is a first draft of the poetic subsystem. I can't read punch cards by sight. Donald can, I think. Anyway, this version was pretty underwhelming. To leave room, rotate 17 degrees and advance 4 inches. To activate computer, rotate 200 degrees and advance 15 inches. Activate computer. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. So loud. I love it. I'm now holding 2 punch cards. On one of them, Joseph has scribbled a note. Caves. The other is blank. To insert Caves card, rotate 11 degrees and advance 2 inches. To insert blank card, rotate 95 degrees and advance 14 inches. Caves. We're on a dirt trail in the park. Or, well, it's not really a trail. It's a trail! It's more like a tendency. There tend to be fewer plants here on the path we've been walking. Walking sounds. Now we're walking at the edge of a massive hole. The dirt gives way to mossy rock as the ground sinks into darkness. Joseph and Donald are following a rope down into the cave. They have computer equipment tied to their backs. So do I. To enter the cave, rotate 65 degrees left and advance 4 inches. That's the only choice? Yeah, and that's the end of that one. So, 65 degrees, 4 inches. And that's the last trip. So everything's down here now. The final resting place. Don't be so morbid. To remember a fond gesture, rotate 180 degrees and advance 23 inches. To regret a harsh word, rotate 12 degrees and advance 6 inches. Remember. It's morning now. I'm in the car. I'm driving to work. This is the last recording I'll make on this tape, and then I'll drop it in the mail tomorrow, and then who knows? I've been recording onto this tape for 15 years, I think. A lot of other things happened. So, here is the story. When I met Donald and Joseph, they were both students, and I was in a band performing on campus. They came to my show, and then we met at some bar and had a few drinks together. Joseph wanted to impress me, so he stole a metal cocktail tumbler and gave it to me. We got kicked out, wandered drunkenly until morning, and finally ended up at a diner. And now I use the tumbler to store extra pens on my desk. So, I'm almost out of tape. I guess I'll just let it run out while I drive. No instructions? No, that's the end of this tape strip. I don't think we ever reached this long one at the top here. Is it cheating to skip over there? Maybe we missed something. Can we skip back a bit? Okay, sure. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. And that's the last trip. So everything's down here now. The final resting place. Don't be so morbid. To remember a fond gesture, rotate 180 degrees and advance 23 inches. To regret a harsh word, rotate 12 degrees and advance 6 inches. Regret. It's late morning now. I'm sitting at my desk on my lunch break. This is the last recording I'll make on this tape, and then I'll drop it in the mail tomorrow. And then, who knows? I've been recording onto this tape for 15 years, I think. A lot of other things happened, so here's the story. The first time I moved to Mexico, I stayed there for 3 years, and I had no contact with either Joseph or Donald in that whole time. They each thought I'd done it to spite them. Maybe I had, in part, but I don't think they ever appreciated the community I had in Mexico. Or... Anyway, when I came back, I didn't call them or visit the university. I ran into Donald completely by chance at a hardware store. He asked me why I hadn't called, and I told him it hadn't occurred to me. So, I'm almost out of tape. I guess I'll just let it run out while I eat. No instructions? No, that's the end of this tape strip. I don't think we ever reached this long one up at the top here. Is it cheating to skip over there? I won't tell a soul. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. Think of our work, our research. You'll die in these damn cold caves. And what about those men? You know they'll come back. We'll go deeper, that's all. They'll never find us. Did you hear their voices? They're not... They'll find you. But not me. I'm going back to the surface. Stop. Your stupid fight is ringing through the whole damn cave. Joseph is right. We can't stay here. I'm leaving too. But I'm not going back to the surface. I'm taking my station wagon, and I'm heading down to Zero. You'll be lost forever. But we need your voice for the machine. Lula, it only recognizes your voice. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I'll put it in the mail. And then you can see what your damn machine does with it. Oh. Huh. I need more context for that. Oh. Oh dear. That looks not concerning at all. Visage, 1984. Unknown media. What is that made of? It's a mystery. Looks like ribbon? Bandages? Oh, have you seen The Invisible Man? It's... Slice a visage to build a visage. A puzzle to its owner. What? It's a poem I read. I think it was written by a computer. Sounds like it. What is that, like a vending machine? Oh hey, look! It's Weaver's TV. That's so normal, and not at all concerning. And loud. Vertex texture fetch. Tree, television, and suspended cathode ray tube. 1968. Found materials. The picture on the TV. What is that? It's a lighthouse? No, it's a weather vane, or a windmill or something. Is it a lighthouse? It's loud is what it is. How did you submit all of these for an art gallery and no one went, hey, what the fuck? Spinning coin. Suspended. Correcting for angular motion. 1976. Found materials. It feels so strangely alive. Yeah, like it's about to fall over. You mean the whole thing's about to fall over? Yeah, kinda anxious, right? I feel like we startled it, and now there's this uncomfortable pause. I feel really drawn to it, but it just makes me nervous. Alright, we'll skip past the exit and see... Oh wait, no, this is the exit, isn't it? Or this is the back to the start again, yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm ready to go. Yeah, this show is exhausting. It's very loud. I liked it when the show was slightly quieter, I'm gonna be honest. Like the horse. Oh, hello. What's color? Hasn't been color in this game yet. Attention, Lula Chamberlain. Your application. Thank you for your application to the Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture's annual fellowship. We received a record number of applications this year, over 100 in total, and regrettably, we can only award one fellowship position per year. As you know, our review process includes a multi-phase blind committee analysis of portfolio submissions, as well as a careful review by a panel of subject matter experts on each applicant's notability and relevance in the field. We must be extremely selective in our process so as to maintain the standards we have established over our 35 years in operation. Our panel did not select your application. We encourage you to consider reapplying next year. Many young artists and architects reapply for a few successive years before being accepted. Sincerely, Dr. Carl Stone Norden, Architect, Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture. Below the printed text is a hastily handwritten note. Sorry for the condescending form letter. Love your work. Unfortunately, I just do the mail here. Your Obsford Robert. Lula folds up the letter and puts it in her handbag. Lula opens a folder of writing paper on her desk. To herself, quietly, "Dearest Robert, thank you for your kind note. Though it has been years since my name appeared in a gallery program, except as an occasional dusty curiosity in a group show, or as the impertinent subject of some misguided retrospective, I continue to... something gratitude, yours in situ, Lula." Oh, hey, it's Carrington. Still with the antlers. That's very normal. Carrington clears his throat. "I apologize. I thought you were on the telephone. Are you busy?" "Just thinking out loud." "There's no shame in it. After all, speech is a kind of thought. At our best, we think before speaking, but we rarely think while speaking. So where do our thoughts go, then? It may be that they reverberate out into the room, dissipating in hallways or getting trapped in some resident corner of... So my own thoughts are wandering, clearly. I've got a lot on my mind. Clearly. Well, I'll come straight to it, then. The clerk upstairs tells me you've been assigned to my proposal. I've heard nothing in weeks, and I assumed it had been swallowed up by some dragon of administration, but I've received your proposal, and I'm afraid it's impossible." "Of course. I'm sorry to have bothered you, Lula. I'll go now." "Oh, Lula, I thought you might like to know. I saw Joseph this evening, just after sunset. We sat for a bit, drank some cold coffee, and talked about university days. Better days. Maybe for him." Ooh, what's going on there? We've definitely heard about Joseph, Donald, and Lula before. If I remember rightly, the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Did it say that Joseph and Donald sort of parted ways over Lula? I'm not sure. Or, no, it said that... No, it wasn't over Lula. I think he said... The email said that that Donald said it was about Lula, but they didn't think it actually was. See, Hades 2 early access is open? I did! Quick, tell him there's a stage in the mine. He'll be confused, but he'll understand eventually. I don't think Lula knows that. Alas, I wonder where that takes place in terms of the time frame. I did see the Hades 2 EA, though. I'm probably going to save it till it goes full release. I don't really tend to play a huge amount of EA games, because they change so much before full release, and I don't have time to play them twice. Para's playing it? I don't blame him. Hey, Blue. This leg is getting kind of stiff now, Blue. I don't know if that's a good sign. I'm not a doctor, not by a long shot. Didn't we just pass this place? I don't think the Zero operates like the roads we're used to. I don't understand it either. So, what is this place? It looks like an office building. Yeah, an office building in a cathedral. This is weird, but do you think we're inside or outside right now? Both. Okay, very poetic. Well, maybe someone around here has a better sense of direction. I'll tell them you said hi. Hey, please do. I hope they're having fun. End of the line? Maybe it's still under construction. Well, work seems to have stopped for the moment. I want to know more about this fishing rod. Why is this here? Who's fishing off into the void? Very normal behavior. No, I don't get to find out. Boo. Why is color now? That's a good question. I don't know. I think it's color in the Zero, not down in the office. Wait. Hold on. Oh, we have to go. Okay. I mistook that as being across here. Ooh, a bell. Oh, there are people up there. Well, there you are. Better late than never, I guess. Just unload the whiskey over there by the elevator. I'll figure something out. We're actually a bit lost, ma'am. You're lost. So you're not the... Sorry, honest mistake. We're supposed to have a little celebration here at the office, but the whiskey never showed up. I saw your truck and thought... But you don't really look like one of the boys from the distillery anyway. What are you celebrating? Oh, the less I understand, the better. When I'm here, I keep the fans turning and the furnace hot and listen for the bell. When I get home, I'm a different person. I don't have to think about it. I just paint. Well, it's clear you're new to this territory. I expect you just mean to be passing through. We're looking for Dogwood Drive. Do you know where that is? Dogwood. Nope. You're gonna need to talk to someone upstairs about that. One of the map clerks. But first, we've got to get you in the system, so you'll need an appointment with one of the ingestion clerks. Now, let's see. Rick is booked proofreading drafts all afternoon, and Wanda's out on a site. Let me go make some calls and see if we have anyone free. There's some books over there in the waiting area, or just take a look around. Have you seen our grotesques? The television is playing what looks like a nature documentary. A hermit crab scuttles across a beach. Its shell is an awkward shape. It must have once belonged to a different crab. The television is playing a cartoon about a bird. The cartoon bird collects pieces for its nest. A scarf, a plastic shopping bag, a bit of a young girl's hair. The nest is warm, but precariously fragile. Hold on. I want to see the waiting area. Sorry, Marianne. We'll be back in a minute. 3 books are piled on the table. A service manual for a sewage pump, some architectural plans for a bungalow, and a slim collection of Japanese death haiku. An envelope is protruding from the bottom of the stack. Conway picks up the envelope. The envelope reads, Bureau of Secret Tourism. It contains several small, handwritten brochures with ritualistic directions to bizarre locations. Yay! That's not concerning at all. So I wonder if the Bureau is made of people that ended up on Zero. Or, what, is this a Bureau? I don't know. I assume it is. That's why ingestion. Oh god, did Route Zero eat us? Oh good, I thought you'd left. People can be so impatient, you never know. Well, I have you meeting with Lula Chamberlain. She's a senior clerk and doesn't usually handle the ingestion process, but she's the only one with room on her plate this evening. My schedule says she's on the 5th floor, reviewing some diagrams. The elevator's just back there to the left there, 5th floor. Thank you, Marianne. There's at least 3 stories playing out at the same time right now. These 2, whatever's going on with Lula, Donald, and Joseph, and Emily, Ben, and Bob. And of course, whatever the fuck's going on with Weaver, but I don't know if... I kind of wonder if Weaver's like a... Not quite a third party, but... Oh well, we'll find out. Or we won't. She's on the 5th floor, right? Conway scans a column of elevator buttons. Sorry, 3rd floor, bears. If this doesn't get us a game over, I'll be genuinely surprised. Oh yeah, no, it's just bears. Hello. You know, it was labeled bears. And yet still the bears are a surprise. Let's go to archives and records, see what we can find on the 4th floor. Snooping, you know, as it is. This is the second bear den. Well, they didn't try to maul us to death, so I think this is the better bear den. But also, I think this might be the bear employment office, not so much the den. Let me see if I can snoop through the records. No, okay. We'll just go see Lula, who doesn't appear to be up here. Unless she's a receptionist. Bear works for the HR department. If you file a complaint, they eat you. Record player? Greg is hard at work examining some diagrams, measuring angles with a plastic protractor, and occasionally scribbling notes in a small leather notebook. Can I help you? Don't answer that. Sorry, we're looking for an ingestion clerk. Oh, no, I'm an interior spatial analyst. I can't help you with that. I think the ingestion clerks have all gone home for the night. Lula might be able to help you. She's pretty senior. You just missed her, actually. She was up here about an hour ago. She's probably back at her real desk now on the 1st floor. She barely made a dent in those diagrams. Must have been distracted. Speaking of which... Oh, speaking of which, he needs to get back to his work, right. Okay. The balconies have been a failure and a disappointment. Kinda wish I hadn't fixed the record player. It's getting very ominous over there. 1st floor clerk's offices. Oh my god. Okay, that's terrifying the way the bears all just move their heads like that. Hello? Are you lost? We're looking for Lula Chamberlain. Oh, no, she's much too busy. Let's get some of our junior clerks to sort your paperwork first, so we don't waste any of Miss Chamberlain's time. It's a pretty straightforward process. First, you'll need to get a case number assigned. Talk to Clark Metzstein about that. She's just over there at the end of the room. Happy to help. That wasn't helpful at all, thank you. Ah, there's Lula. Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks. I just need your ingestion card and a list of your last 5 permanent addresses. Ingestion card? Oh, no ingestion card. Okay, that's okay. Just go talk to Clark Bohm first, and he'll get you set up with one. Clark Bohm is just over there in the corner. Happy to help. Rick? The guy that sent us over to you? Howdy. Here for an ingestion card? No problem. He rummages through some papers on his desk. Happy to help. He opens a few folders and quickly closes them. Looks like I'm out, but I know there are some back in the archive. You'll have to put in a special request for Clark Macmillan. She's the documents czar. Straight back at the end of the office there, by the file cabinets. Okay. Alright, we're engaging with the bureaucracy. If for no reason other than this, I love this gag. It's funny every time. Documents request. 1 ingestion card, please. Happy to help. Please just put your requisition form in the inbox and I'll get to it as soon as possible. A requisition form? Yes. You don't have one? Shouldn't be a problem. They're quite easy to fill out. Just ask Clerk Metzstein and she'll get you sorted. Oh. Requisition form. No problem. I'll just need your ingestion card to mark it outgoing in my logbook. I don't have an ingestion card yet. Oh, no ingestion card? Okay, that's okay. Just go to talk to Clerk Bohm first and he'll get you set up with one. I hate bureaucracy. Clerk Bohm's just over there in the corner. Happy to help. Requisition DC nuts, stupid clerk. I want to see how many times we can loop this. Howdy. Here for an ingestion card? No problem. He rummages through some papers on his desk. Happy to help. He opens a few folders and quickly closes them. Looks like I'm out, but I know there are some back in the archive. Special request with Clerk Macmillan. Documents are. This is just a runaround. Where's Lula Chamberlain? Oh, no, that's her right there in the cardigan. Okay, I think that one might be broken because I just got an achievement for following the bureaucratic loop 3 times. I very much did not. Having fun in the paperclip labyrinth? Well, you made it eventually. You look exhausted. I'd offer you my seat, but my ankles are turning on me. I'm fine. No, you're not. How stoic? Or is it romantic? Are you a suffering artist? Oh, I'm no artist. Good for you. It's a tedious pursuit, rewarded by an arsenal of useless skills and a touch of arthritis. Dr. Truman says my joints are eroding one another. They've been collaborating for decades. It's only natural they want to kill each other now. Well, enough about my hateful wrists and ankles. This concrete bunker of an office is just a waypoint for you, I'm sure. Where is it you're trying to go? We're looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Dogwood Drive. That's funny. Do you know I used to live on a Dogwood Drive? This was years ago. A grimy old house. Basement full of insects. Attic full of birds. I had a few roommates. They all worked at the university. I had a dog. I drank whiskey and beer and made sculptures. But that Dogwood was a surface road. With a name like that, it would have to be. What are you doing on the Zero? A gas station attendant told us we need to take the Zero to get there. Gas station attendant. I see. Friendly blind man about my age, hangs out with an old cat, likes to pretend he's a poet. Ingrid getting sent to Bear HR. His name is Joseph. Do you know him? Joseph and I used to work together, and we lived together. We were friends. But that was a long time ago. We haven't spoken in years. Do you know why he pointed you this way? It's because he's still in love with me, of course, and now he's implicated you, quite inconsiderately, and in your condition. It's appalling. So I'm very sorry for wasting your time, but I'm afraid you've been misled. Excuse me. Well, where's the Dogwood Drive you lived on? Maybe it's the same one. No, that's not possible. The Dogwood Drive I lived on is now called Pale Dogwood Drive. They've renamed all the streets, you see. Too many streets with the same names. It was never a problem before, but now we have these databases, and it's all too confusing for the computer. The computer has no sense of ambiguity, so it proclaims an error. Name collisions, they call them. So my Dogwood Drive is Pale Dogwood Drive, and another might be Large-Leafed Dogwood Drive, or Himalayan Flowering Dogwood Drive, and so on. But one of them is still just Dogwood Drive. Or so we might hope. It's really a matter of consulting records, of which we have an abundance here. Where's the computer? Computer? Oh, that's all handled off-site. We write up a formal request for analysis, provide the necessary data, and then send the whole thing out by courier. So first, you'll need the data. I expect you'll find the road name changelog up in Archives and Records, 4th floor. It'll be filed under O for odonyms, probably, or G for generic, or maybe S for specific, depending on which part of the street name was changed. Oh, good lord. What the unit doing? Hey, Crow, how you doing? I am getting bullied by bureaucracy. I'm not going to Bear HR. Nobody sent me to Bear HR. Ugh. We're going past Bear HR. There they are. Bear HR. I'm starting to wonder if Shannon's gonna commit a murder. Extremely happy since Hades 2 got an early release. I saw. They looking for you? They can look. Keep looking. I ain't going to admit it. Damn, this place is a mess. Okay. Take a look through that logbook, I guess? Maybe there's some kind of system to all these boxes. I'll just start digging. The small logbook has a smart leather cover. A few notes are scribbled on the inside covers. Most pages are just lists of titles, names, and dates. Inside front cover. Document staff, please do not transfer any more records from the storage unit until we get the new file cabinets in. We're up to F, and that will have to do for now. Instruct clerks to focus on activities beginning with the letters A, B, C, D, E, or F, or activities most likely to involve research on subjects beginning with those letters. For example, cars is okay because it involves automotive, driving, brakes, etc., but air quality is not okay because it relates to health, safety, pollution, etc. Page 1. Several documents relating to sporting competition venues were quickly checked out and back in over a period of a few days. Basketball courts, baseball fields, alleys, and parking lots. Page 14. A single set of documents relating to coal mining operations was checked out and back in by several different people within a few hours. Inside back cover. Failing antique shops folder missing. Listed checked in on page 63, but not present. Page 63. Check-in. Failing antique shops. Monday, 3 p.m. Signee, Ed Bone. Oh, good lord. Put the logbook away. Nothing? Me neither. Half these boxes aren't even labeled, and the rest are all from the first few letters of the alphabet. I couldn't find anything with an O or a G or an S. Maybe that clerk knows somewhere else we can look. I get the feeling we're going to be in this particular... we have a new bureaucracy loop to get stuck in. Help me. Ow. Okay, office on the first floor. Ed. Okay, he doesn't want to talk to us. I assume we can snitch later. Or maybe not. Nothing? That's unfortunate. Well, they must still be in transit. You see, we've only moved into this new venue somewhat recently, and it's all a bit in progress. This was the cathedral not so long ago, can you believe it? And then the Bureau reclaimed it. The old congregation has been directed to one of our storage facilities for their activity. I just love corporate corruption. I don't think this is even corruption. I think this is just a mess. And that's why you'll find the street name records, I expect, at the church. Marianne at reception can give you directions. Just come back here when you have the files, and we'll begin the necessary paperwork to have the information analysed. Oh, and while you're out on the road, you might want to stop and see Dr. Truman about your leg. He's a specialist regarding ailments of the joints and limbs, and I know he works at night. His home office is in a small neighbourhood on the east edge of Bowling Green. Here's his card. Do stop and see him. That leg is a miserable sight. Take care of each other. Thanks, Lula. Could bring Bear HR snacks. I'm pretty sure I am the snack if I go to Bear HR again. I don't want to get chewed on. My standards may be low, but they're not that low. Let's go to the conference room. We haven't checked that out yet. You know, just bother them before we leave. Okay, nothing. I mean, they do all turn to look at us, which is quite funny. Hold on, is that Bob, Ben, and Emily? Oh, maybe. I wonder if most of the people who end up on Route Zero end up working here. Need some snacks now. I'm going to be up all night playing Hades too. Fair. A cat girl a day makes the sickness go away. Bear HR probably just looking out for themselves. Please do not consume your local cat girls. We taste wretched. Can confirm as a local cat girl. Bear HR is welcome to do as they please, as long as it's not chewing on my innards. I need those. Where ketchup works every time. No! Be straight with me. What is this place? Just another office, lady. Just another job. But you kicked out a congregation to set up your office. I wasn't there for that, but yeah, I get where you're coming from. Still, I wouldn't judge until I'd seen everything. They got a new church now. The Bureau set it up for them out of some of their old storage space. I'm sure it's very nice. Go see it for yourself. Just get back on the Zero and drive until you hit the crystal, then turn around. It'll make sense once you get on the road. You can handle it. Or are you eating yourself? I'm not. You don't need your leg, right? I do. I do need my leg. I need that a lot. Please don't chow down on me. I'm going to take that very personally. They are ready to leave. Besides, there are hazards to chowing down on your local cat girl. How do you know you taste wretched? I didn't say I taste wretched. I said cat girls taste wretched. Huh. I'm also going the wrong way. The jaws. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, so Route Zero is alive. To some degree. The crystal. Yeah, you said drive until we hit the crystal and then turn around. God damn it. Did you taste wretched? I am a cat girl. Cat girls taste wretched, ergo I must also taste wretched. The pipe organ. The staircase. The projector. Are these all art pieces that Lula's done? The bell. This is a spiral, isn't it? Like a maze kind of thing. Tree. Oh, that's the burning tree, isn't it? Sprocket. I don't know why I've decided to just wander off in a loop like this. She said drive till we hit the crystal and turn around. That didn't appear to do anything. The wheelbarrow. Okay, that's it. The antlers are Carrington, I think. Oh, there we are, the cactus. Yeah, it's different if we go back. Lightning bolt. Oh, I have a sleeping option? I mean, that doesn't sound good for my health. The ecosahedron. Am I supposed to know what the fuck that is? Bottle. TV. Keynote. Okay, the pipe organ we passed before. The crystal we passed before. Okay, hold on, lady. You said... pull out, drive till you hit the crystal, and then turn around. That didn't help me at all. hey, there's the cactus again, though. Oh, maybe I have to drive forward till I hit the crystal and then turn around. What the hell? So if I kept going the other way, maybe I'd have hit the drawers. The jaws. Jaws. Fucking hell, I got there eventually. So... figuring out how this works is gonna break me, isn't it? Spiritually. Pipe organ. Crystal. Self-storage. There we are. Excuse me, self-storage? Oh, I don't think I want to be here. You click on the crystal. We can't click on anything of those, I don't think. It usually has a separate pop-up. St. Thomas Church. Oh, great. Is that it? Over there? Well, I don't see any congregation. Maybe it's after hours. Let's see what the janitor knows, I guess. Oh, here for the night mass? What kind of mass is it? Tonight, it's a homily on work and need. Ah, I haven't heard this one before. Where's the congregation? I guess this must look pretty strange. A church without a congregation. When they first moved in here, man, this place was packed. They had a mass every night, 2 on Sunday. But it got a bit awkward to fit everyone in, and the numbers quickly dwindled. Once folks started to see it as a thing that was falling apart, they lost their center of gravity and just started wobbling. Then the preacher stopped coming too, but he left his old tapes. Same with the organist. Then I found some old acetates in the Bureau archives, photos of people in churches, so I keep it running. You do what you have to, right? We all got a job. Work is play for mortal stakes. That's the title of the evening's homily, in fact. So I guess if you folks aren't here for the mass, you must be looking for the old Bureau records. I moved them down to Unit C315 to make room for the mass. It's down at the other end of the building. Same floor. I need to get night mass started, but you can borrow my keys. I'll go. You wait here. Rest your leg. You're looking kind of pale. Nice lady. Well, I better get this running. Brandon presses play on an old tape machine. Conway listens to the homily. There are many days on which we proclaim the value of labor and celebrate the piety of the hard-working through feast or abstinence, recognizing St. Joseph the Worker, who was foster father to our Lord Jesus, and who trained him in carpentry and in the merit of sweat, and this is one such day. How do you like working here? It's okay. I don't really know what else I would do. I used to play a lot of card games, in high school. Some of my friends went to college, but most of them just got jobs. Maybe in a few years we'll be hanging out in bars, playing darts or something. You're not allowed to play cards in the bar, because it looks like gambling. Conway listens to the homily. Beyond the church, this day is celebrated in remembrance of a violent protest in Chicago, and to honor the 4 martyrs who were unjustly persecuted in its wake, having not only pursued their vocation in their daily labor, but also having pursued their avocation in the form of protest, activism, community building, radicalization, scholarship, and eventually martyrdom. Their and our avocation being, as it should be for us all, as members of the church or otherwise, to secure for our fellow workers the right to labor with dignity. So, this is like a hobby? If you asked me what my hobbies were, I'd say card games, science fiction, and perspective geometry. But I run the slideshow, and I play the tapes, and I don't get paid for it. I take it pretty seriously, but nobody's telling me I should. Is that a hobby? Seems like there ought to be a more serious word for it. Okay, that's it. Next, there are some rituals that you and I aren't allowed to participate in, I don't think. And I don't remember them anyway. Hi, got it. We were just talking about work and hobbies. What? I found what we came here to get, the file on street name changes. You don't look good. Well, let's head back to the bureau and get this straightened out. Then maybe we can go see that doctor the clerk recommended. Fair enough. I guess Conway's having a bad time with his leg. Wait, does this mean I have to remember which direction we need to go to get back to the bureau? Super normal and not at all concerning. Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? My leg is stuck. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna pull you out. We have to get you out of here. Oh, this is back in the mine. There you go. Okay. Are you hurt? Can you put any weight on that leg? It's all messed up. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go. Now let's see if this thing has power. Hey, oh man, look at me. Can you hear me? What happened? I don't know. He collapsed. I think he blacked out. He was mumbling about the old man for a minute. The old man where we met. Don't let me keep you. You have work to do. The hell are you talking about? We're gonna go see that doctor the clerk recommended. She hands Brandon the doctor's card. How do we get to this address from here? I don't know. It's pretty tricky going back and forth between, here and there. The bureau's the only way I know. Some of those folks do it all the time. Commuters. Just go back the way you came, find the crystal, and then turn around. That's what the last one said! Okay, back the way we came. Find the crystal, turn around. Oh, so is it always this way via the crystal? That's back at self-storage. You said back the way we came. That was back the way we came, babes. Hold on. How in the shit fuck does this work? Back the way we came, find the crystal, turn around. Hold on, wait. Pipe organ, there we go, that's new. So you have to activate the crystal once. It's like a road change thing, right? But instead of changing the road, it's changing the sound waves, I guess? Like a track. A train track. I don't know what they're called. Get them a lot with the trolley problem and stuff. I suppose it doesn't really matter what they're called. Either way, I'm so fucking lost. Oh, the feather, that's new. I think. Wheelbarrow ain't. Maybe it ain't new. The antlers. We turned around before hitting those before. Scarecrow. Some bitch. Oh, the bureau. There we are. Getting L. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. So I wonder if Lula accidentally created the zero or caused it to leak with her exploration with Joseph and Donald. Who the fuck are you? Carrington. Oh, hey, yeah, I see the antlers now. Hello, my friends. I'm relieved to run across you again. Hello, Blue. No better place than the road for a hound. I'm afraid I've been unsuccessful in my search for a venue for my play. Have you found anything in your travels? Oh, we get options. The old Elkhorn man. Yeah, put a play on for the ghosts. Ah, there's an idea. Not in the mine, surely. Such a constrained space would have dreadfully oppressive acoustics. But at the surface of the mine, just before sunrise. The resonances and reverberations of an old mining tipple. It's tragic even to think. Yes, the psychoacoustics of the space are of prime concern. Psychoacoustics, definitely. Psychoacoustics is a field of perceptual study. How do we perceive sound? What does it do to our souls? How do sounds work through us? The play must resonate through my actors in their performance, and then it must reverberate out of them, and again resonate through the audience. Theater is mostly acoustic, you see. Yes, I think the exterior of the mine will do wonderfully. Truly, I expect, a tragic vision. You've been immeasurably helpful. If you have time later this evening, I'd love to go over my production notes with you. Just meet me there in a few hours, if you like. Many thanks. I don't think we're getting out of this zero loop, but in a few hours, but I don't know, maybe time's weird. Back so soon? Can we talk to... we need to get to the interstate, 65. Lula filed your paperwork, so you're in our system now. I can process you whenever you're ready to go. Just let me know. We're ready to be processed. She hands the receptionist Lula's card. Can you tell us how to get to this address? We're looking for Dr. Truman. Of course. This is in a neighborhood just outside of Bowling Green. Get on 65, going southwest. Take a right just past the observatory, just before the river. If you continue north, you'll be there shortly. Happy to help. Wait, so can I just get on and off zero? Like, by asking politely at the bureau? Oh shit, you can. Oh, I've just realized there's a big fucking Z under this house. For zero, route 0. Okay. Bowling Green. Get on 65 going southwest. Take a right just past the observatory, just before the river. Then continue north. There's an observatory? Oh, let me check in with Joseph. Joseph has fallen asleep in his chair. Ah. Alright then. Okay, observatory detected. Take a right. Wait, I did say take a right, right? Take a right just past the observatory, just before the river. Well, there was really only the one. That's Scott's Hydro. Traffic jam. A line of cars extends down the road in a late-night traffic jam. Conway and Shannon can faintly see and hear some construction on the road ahead. Get out of the truck and walk ahead. Most of the drivers in line are reading magazines or lightly dozing. Try to start a conversation. Conway taps on a window, trying to get an older woman's attention. She snaps awake suddenly, but ignores him, focusing on a point just ahead on the highway. The road ends abruptly. A small crew of highway maintenance workers have been laying down a 10-foot stretch of road. They complete their project and step out of the way, as traffic briefly resumes. The cars stop again, and the maintenance workers begin on the next section. Oh, this is Old Bowling Green Road. So hopefully the doctor's around here somewhere? No, this is Cleveland Avenue, Cumberland Parkway, Finney, Rocky Hill. Oh, this is New Bowling Green Road. What happened to just Bowling Green Road? Oh, in fact, this is what she was saying in the bureau, wasn't it? I keep changing the damn names. Where's the fucking doctor? Man's dying over here. What am I looking for? If you continue north, you'll be there shortly. Like, up here? Surely not. Dirt road. A dirt road runs into the forest. The path is worn by large tire tracks. A sign is posted, but the lettering has been smudged away by rain. It might say something about a grove or a stockyard. Drive down the path. The truck's headlights briefly glimmer on unknown surfaces between the trees. Ahead, the path winds to the right. Get out of the truck and walk into the woods. It can only go well. Conway and Shannon push aside collapsed branches and spiderwebs. The material of the forest gives way to rusted, painty metal. Dozens of corroded pickup trucks, some broken into pieces by years of seasonal heating and cooling, clog the forest floor. Cool! Totally normal. Don't worry about it. Okay, so I can get us back to New and Old Bowling Green Road. I cannot necessarily find the one that we need it to be, though. You said continue north. It does not matter how north I go. We have not found it yet. Happy Valley Road, Jackson Highway, Coral Hill. Louisville, Dixie Road, Canal Man. Right, maybe... Is there one I'm missing? There must be something I'm missing, right? Get on 65 going southwest. Take a right just past the observatory just before the river. If you continue north, you'll be there shortly. Hold on. I took a left, didn't I? Yeah. It would be right if we were coming up this way, but we're coming down this way, which is... Whoopsie. Never mind. Complaint retracted. Did it say just before or just after? I wasn't paying attention. Aha! Dr. Truman's house, question mark. The neighborhood at the address on Lula's card has been demolished. In its place is a large museum, still partially under construction. Wait, we've been to this museum before, haven't we? No, we've been to the other one. You think Dr. Truman lives at the museum? Museum of Dwellings. He might actually be here. Oh yeah, he was talking to his dog. The guy was a weirdo. What did he say? Just small talk, you know? Like you talk to your buddies or something. Like you talk to a dock worker. Just like, damn, this is a lot of rain. I haven't seen rain like this since that storm a couple of years back that took out Lisette's herb garden. I just feel bad for that old dog getting dragged all over by a couple of drunks. Old dog like that should be sleeping on a porch somewhere. But that's loyalty for you. Well, they didn't stay long anyway. I heard the man and the lady talking when they first came in, but they didn't see me. What were they talking about? The man said his leg was hurting him. They were looking for Dr. Truman, but he was already gone. But they didn't know, so they kept looking around. I just assumed they were from the power company. You know how they're always coming by unannounced and messing with this or that. I just shut myself in my room and waited out. No sense getting involved. How'd they get in? It must have been one of the kids who left the front door unlocked. Something's gotta be done. They run around like animals. You know that Flora left a can of soda on top of my shelter door, and I almost killed myself slipping on that sticky mess the next morning. Something's gotta be done. Huh. Museum's fucking weird. Oh, I can just pull out an umbrella? Sure. Oh, that's where I parked. Probably shouldn't have an umbrella indoors. I don't think I can get out. Do I live here now? Huh. Oh, right, it's this thing again. Gotta go a place and the camera changes its directions. I was playing in that empty cabin and they came by. They asked about Dr. Truman. I know where he went, but I didn't tell them. Where did Dr. Truman go? It's a secret. Ezra told me, and I can't tell anyone else. Who's Ezra? He's my age. He doesn't really live here. He's just passing through with his brother, Julian. First, they're gonna help us, but I can't say more than that. We have a lot of secrets. The lady asked me about my parents, and I told them they were upstairs in the greenhouse. Do you want to hear a weird story? Of course I do. The old man asked me about the cabin. He said it looked like another house he knew, and he wanted to know where it came from. I told him nobody lived there, so he went inside. He took a long time exploring. When he came back out, he told me all about it. What did he find in the cabin? He went upstairs, and he also looked around the other rooms. I played with the dog. What was the dog like? Her name is Blue, and I fed her some crackers. She drools a lot. Now, the part that is weird. He said he went into the basement. That cabin doesn't have a basement. He said he found a staircase in a closet. Then he found a rope leading down a long pit, and he climbed down. The walls were covered in a glowing moss. He used the light of the moss to find a lake at the bottom of the pit. The water swept around him till he didn't know where he was, and finally he fell asleep in the water. He woke up on the floor of the cabin. He came back outside, and we said goodbye, and I didn't talk to them anymore. I think he drowned. This poor man. Oh, there's the barn. Weaver's barn. That dog was in nearly as bad shape as the old man, just sort of shrugging along. They found some treats in the doghouse exhibit. That seemed to cheer him up a bit. Aw, we got treats for Blue. I think you need to get some real horses in the stable. Do you like horses? Not anymore. Now I like jungle cats. You should get some real panthers in the stable. We'll check out the museum bits before we... Is that a rabbit hutch or a chicken run? We ought to get some real chickens in that coop. Do some homesteading. None of these folk know how to live off the land. You know what I mean? Sure, we'll look into it. If I come back here and there's chickens in that, I'm gonna feel bad because that means I drowned the man. Sure, I talked to them for a bit. Actually, we talked for quite a while. I wasn't busy. I was happy for the company. Can't sleep in a storm like that. Never could. Why can't you sleep in a storm? Bad memories. Besides, it leaks back here. You gotta fix that roof. There was a steady stream running down the back wall and right through my, this little exhibit thing. Anyway, it was just going like a river all night. It's a damn hazard. You got wires everywhere. Don't you people have anyone to look at this stuff? So, is the museum full of ghosts, or Well, I guess at least now we know about the electrical hazards. Up? Oh, I wanted to check out the barn, but... If you were a doctor living in what was very clearly some kind of ghost museum, where would you be? Oh, I'm glad I have the umbrella out. Ideally, this is the correct house. Excuse me, that's a big fucking bird. We were working in the greenhouse when I saw them come up in the elevator. They were lost, obviously. It was obvious. Rude. Of course, I saw them looking at that odd-shaped building. Did they go inside? No, they just looked at it for a bit. I don't know that I'd feel safe setting foot in there personally. It always looks like it's about to take off. Actually, I guess it's sort of romantic. Anyway, they seemed interested in it. Tired, huddling under their umbrellas, they still stopped to examine this strange building. Difficult to see or even hear a storm like that. But I was awake and alert, studying the week's forecast. It should even out shortly, I'd say. You pay close attention to the weather. Hard not to up here. The strangers wanted to know how I coped with the exposure. I guess some people will never understand the appeal of life on a sailboat. It's tragic, I'd say. Well, then they had to leave. Looking for a doctor, I think. The old man was having a bad time. It was a short conversation. Oh, we dragged poor Blue up into the rain. Is this George and Emmy's greenhouse then? Flora was playing down on the lower level, and we'd been having a glass of wine in the greenhouse. We ducked out of the way when he came in. After all, they were complete strangers. We didn't know them. Did you overhear them talking? Well, I heard the young woman ask a friend about his job. He's some kind of furniture collector or dealer, I think. It didn't sound like things were going well. Maybe they were here looking for a buyer. Yes, definitely some kind of furniture collector or dealer. I heard him talking about antiques. Okay. Could anybody hear me talking about going to see a doctor? What is that bird doing? Is it collecting parts of the building? Ooh, Ezra. That's who Flora mentioned. I saw you folks drive up. I like your truck. What kind of truck is that? We got a couple of them at the shop, but this is the only one that runs. Oh yeah, with a truck, you've got to keep it up. That's why me and Julian don't use a truck. We just carry the houses. Where do you take the houses? Me and Julian take them out of the forest every night, and then we bring them back at dawn before the museum opens. Why do you take them to the forest? This museum's an okay place to live in the daytime, but it's no good at night. Folks just can't sleep in a place like this, or when they do, it gives them nightmares. So we take them out to the forest to sleep, and then bring them back in the morning. And Dr. Truman is in the forest already? Yes, ma'am. He's out in the forest. Me and Julian took him out there a few nights ago, and he didn't want to come back. He lives there all the time now. Can you tell us how to get there? You have to follow the Green River way out east, and then hop over Lake Cumberland. The roads don't go there. But me and Julian could take you. We were just about to go anyway. I just gotta call him over. Yeah! Yeah, I'm guessing Julian is the bird. Oh yeah. My umbrella! Well then. I wasn't expecting to get kidnapped by a giant bird tonight. I hope they don't want me to steal the bird. Oh no, they do. Shit. East? It says something about east. There's a house over there, but... Shit. I don't fucking know. You want me to steer the bird? Here, house. The flayed hull of a country home smolders in the night. Parts of the property are obscured by smoke. Okay, this isn't east. This is west. Hey, old man, wake up. You passed out. I guess the sudden speed was... It made me a little dizzy too. But look around you. Just look. Oh, the forest. Okay, I could nap until we got there. I see. It's time passer. I like that. So I didn't need to drive the entire fucking Zero, did I? And get lost repeatedly. A forest. How telling, thank you. Cool. Wait, who the hell are you? Why do you have my dog with you? Oh, they sent Blue to fetch me. Oh, no, wait, no, that might be Ezra. It's okay. Just take it easy. We gotta get back on the road. We will, but we need to get this leg looked at first. Right now, you're in no condition to haul anything out of that truck, even when we do find Dogwood Drive. Why is this delivery so important to you? I don't know. Okay, well, who knows why we do anything, right? Somehow, it seems important to me too. Maybe we'll figure it out when we get there. How'd you come to be with these people? I bet you were pretty wild when you were younger. Well, I like you anyway. I'm gonna call that a hydration break right now. Because it is coming up to our time. Where is... There we are. Okay. But yes, grab some snacks, grab some drinks, get some stretches, and I will be back in about 10 minutes. Right. Sorry about the delay there. I got wrapped up into business. But yeah, let's see if we can get Conway's leg fixed before he dies on us. I assume we're going this way. Oh, it's the banjo guy. Oh, that's Conway again. It shouldn't be much farther now. I think I see where the settlement ends over there. And these are some fine looking trees. Yeah, real nice. You a tree enthusiast? I like birds. Birds like trees. Okay, I can follow that logic. You're in a lot of pain right now, aren't you? I'm just thinking about getting back to work. We're almost there. We can get you patched up and back in that truck. We can handle this. Have you ever been over to the lake? I went there once with my folks. I got in trouble for swimming too far. Oh, well, okay. I guess the tent doesn't exist. Do you have any family you're close with? Brother or sister? Kids? I have a brother, but I wouldn't say we're close. What does he do? He's about my age. Retired. Retired? I can't imagine. Well, I'd probably hate it anyway. You never talked to him? No, I burned that bridge pretty bad. Who knows? I guess I was always closest with Weaver. Close as someone can be with a girl like that. She was always on her own wavelength, but we were the same age growing up, and everyone else was so busy. When she disappeared, I got pretty angry, and I guess I just stayed that way. I never really understood her, but I knew her. It's lonely without someone like that around. Sorry, you're a good listener. I bet you come from a big family of dogs. Well, I have a pretty good-sized family too, I guess. But right now, all I need is Jillian. Is this the doctor's house? He's inside with Dr. Truman. Are you coming in? Sure, I'll come in. Dr. Truman lets me watch TV sometimes. My folks never watch TV, but I like the way it looks. You said you lost track of your family earlier? Yeah, it's easy to get lost, especially out in the woods like this. I never really get lost, though. I just look out for Julian. He's always around. My folks had a really nice house, bigger than any of these houses, but it made them worried all the time. Then the bank took it back. We had to sleep at the bus station, but I could never get to sleep. So I just went out to fly around every night with Julian. We flew really far, and we never got lost. But when we came back in the morning, they were all gone. We'll help you look for them. Yeah, okay. Maybe we can all go looking again later tonight. Well, let's go see what's on TV. And yeah, I think during that exit interview is when I really realized how badly they had me. But what else can you pay for medical school? But how else can you pay for medical school? I've college friends with debts that you can't expect to pay that back unless you're planning to sell painkillers on the side or something. Or, you know, some kind of administrative thing. I don't know. I haven't seen what arthritis did to my grandmother, and my best friend in high school destroys wrists building synthesizers. I mean, he was like 17. Ailments of the joints and limbs just seem important to me. I hope that answers your question. Getting a scholarship with that pharmaceutical company had a lot of strings attached, but at least I have somewhere to practice, even if I have to follow their market trends a bit. And hey, thanks to all those seminars, I'm an expert on the medical uses of Liminal TM. It's not so bad. So, how about that leg? What happened exactly? My leg was crushed by falling rocks. Ah, crushing injury. Yeah, those can be pretty bad. Everything gets all compressed, and there are a lot of little pieces to... You know what? Never mind. Let's take a look. How bad could it be, right? That's an ominous sentence. What are they singing about? They're singing about hard times. Yeah, everybody has it pretty rough right now. Even if you just want to go home, you'll have problems. Like, it'll be too dark and you'll get scared. And it's hard sometimes, but things have a way of working out. Dr. Truman's gonna help your friend. He'll be okay. Amputated? Yeah, maybe. That'll be awkward. But it's nothing we can't handle. You might have a few things to look out for in the future. Be a bit gentler with the leg or the way you walk, but you'll be okay. I've dealt with similar cases before. So, the anesthetic we'll use is called Liminal TM. It's pretty experimental, but it's more appropriate in cases like yours. The way it works is, I'll count backwards from 5 to start the process, then we'll just have a normal conversation as the Liminal takes effect. Then I'll get started. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So let's talk about billing. Pharmaceutical company have contacted, energy company, different standard for billing and revenue. It's a bit complex now. Oh good, the Liminal took away all the color. That's not a great sign. There wasn't a huge amount of color anyway, was there, since we come back off to 0? End of Act 2. So I might cut it short tonight as well. Just because I'm weirdly tired. But we'll keep going for a little bit longer. The entertainment. I'm starting to get the feeling this game is better in smaller doses too. Or at least for my brain, because this is frying me a little bit. But only a little bit. Oh. Too goddamn hot. We've the right to lie, said dramatist Anton Artois. But not about the heart of the matter. Obscure playwright Lem Doolittle seems to have made a project of this distinction in his play A Reckoning. Originally written shortly before his mysterious disappearance several decades ago and published posthumously. The play is a favorite among companies wishing to show their knowledge of local cultural history. Director's notes. Oh shit. Act 1 sound cues. It's cool in here. Yep. Like Babylon outside. Goddamn, you're right. Well, cool in here. It's an oasis. I wonder how Ted's holding up. AC. Down there, they all have it. Sure, you're right. I've never been to Texas. Oh, sure. This is riveting dialogue. They all have AC. Too cold, almost. In July, even. He's got a hotel. Yeah, hotel life. That's a living. Maybe too much. I mean, what's to stop him, really? Meet some tall thing at the hotel bar. Nah. Ted's a good man. No, I know. He wouldn't run around. You're right. How about a beer? No beer today. Hard times, whiskey. That all you got? It's a good whiskey. Local. Yeah. You take deliveries from them? Sure. Oh, why are you looking directly at me? You ever see one of them? The boys from Hard Times? What? I heard they're strange. They work hard. They make a good whiskey. Who are we to judge? Sure. Who are we? No one of consequence. What's all this? Bread for? Sandwiches. Rain's law. Huh. The old ones went bad while you were on vacation. You have a good time while the sandwiches rotted? Oh, you know me. Couldn't shut it off. Act 1 sound cues. Distant highway. Barfly sits alone at a table with 2 glasses, one empty. Examines empty glass. Examines full glass. Looks at ashtray. Blows gently with pursed lips. Observes ash configuration. Coughs, wipes nose with sleeve. Ew. At length, inspects sleep. Okay, let's go back to the dialogue they're having. 7 days on a hard time served, seen late morning. Lighting, 400-watt 6-inch freshnels. Lights mounted on battens. Lights angled for general illumination. A roadside tavern in central Kentucky. The tavern is called the Lower Depths. Its clientele is working class. It's open morning through late night. The walls are wood paneling. The floor is linoleum tile. The Lower Depths is rarely busy, but it is never empty. 7 days on a beach, and all I could think about was work. You know, the new kitchen. Oh, shit. Maybe hire a hostess, you know? A hostess? At the Lower Depths? Crazy. No. It's not so crazy. I was in a bar. Down there in New Orleans. They had a hostess. Some dive. She seats you and, I don't know. Points out the specials. Could have specials every night in here. Drink specials. You make cocktails? Nah. Food specials. Monday night. Chicken. I don't know. Grilled chicken? Caesar salad? Class it up, you know? Bess would have liked it. Here's to Bess. Yeah. Let me grab a here's to Bess. Good Christian woman. Good Christian woman. How about that sot in the corner? Not bothering nobody? Been here long? Soon as I opened. Got started a bit earlier, I suspect. On a bender, huh? Sleeping in a ditch or something? You don't think... maybe Ted... Nah. Ted's a good man. Honest. Well liked. He's liked, but... he's well liked. Sales is a good fit. Selling hammers. Can you believe it? Somebody has to. The hammers. They don't sell themselves. Hear, hear. It's just hard. Ted on the road. It's tough all over. What to do all day? Come here, I guess. Sure. That's what I do. Cheap drinks. Conversation. And the entertainment. Sure. What's tonight? Oh, tonight it's... oh, Junebug. I'll stay for that. I need some music. Get my mind off Ted. Something romantic, you know? A love song from when the world was young. What time? Around 8, maybe? Well, set 'em up slow, or I'll sleep right through it. Oh, great. I assume the TV is our focal point here? I may be assuming wrong. Act 2, sound cues. Jesus, you're not going to make me read the whole thing, are you? Put it back on that weird dinosaur show, will you? Nah, those history programs don't make any sense. Oh, the exit. Can I move? I can zoom. Wait, hold on. Buffalo Street Student Theater. Let me out, please. If I stare at the exit long enough, will you let me out? No, they're gonna make me sit through the whole damn thing. Although, maybe I can zoom in on the TV? With all due respect. Afternoon, the same tavern. How hard were those drugs that the doctor gave me? That is a brick sandwich. Okay, everything got brighter. Why is the... okay, what I yeah, the light is shifting to what I focus on. No, not everything. There's another brick sandwich. I prefer the... okay, I guess we're doing the entire play. I prefer the nature programs. I think they just say anything on TV. I don't believe there to be a damn word in the Bible about dinosaurs on the ark. Been a long time since Sunday school for me. Please let me out. If I zoom in on the TV, will it, like, catch my attention and let me out? And then no. Okay. Do you go to church, though? Nah, not since Bess. It was her church, really. Good Christian woman. Good Christian woman. Well, I'm curious to see where they're going with it. They've got you now. I just think they're gonna run out of rope before long. Dinosaurs on the Ark. I prefer the nature programs. Wait, that's the same. Ah, fuck. Are these bitches looping? Yeah. So, your vacation was good? You gonna let me out? 7 days poolside. I thought you said it was a beach. Oh, sure. No, it was a pool. Was it a pool? Or a beach? Maybe I don't remember. Weird. You think I'm making this up? Oh, stone me. Oh no, Hi, Harry. Are the old folks here? Just me and Evelyn. All morning. Hi, Evelyn. And that's Sot in the corner. Yeah, do you mind? You're early, Pearl. Your parents usually don't roll in until the evening, 5 or 6. Everything all right? Oh, sure. Thanks. We just have some stuff to talk about. Well, post up here, and let's watch this weird dinosaur show. I'll stand you a drink. All Harry's pouring today is Hard Times whiskey. That all you got? They make a good whiskey. Sure, but, you know, the rumors. Rumors are rumors. Put it on my tab, Harry. You driving, Pearl? Oh, God, no. You know they want almost 40 cents a gallon? Whew. I had the early shift, so I just walked over. In this heat? Good Lord, let me out. Checks for currency. I don't have pockets. Empty-handed. Begins to calculate. Makes mental note of room's exits. Considers possibility of escape. Okay, I'm not supposed to be focusing on them. I'm supposed to be focusing on this. Inspects the exit. Estimates paces to exit. Considers social effects of sudden exit. Weighs options. Fumbles in pocket. No, I think we should leave. I think we should exit. It's right there. Let me out. Please. I can't be sitting through this whole thing. Pretends to read. Encounters troubling headline. Bites a lip. Pretends to inspect a newspaper photograph. Recognizes neighbor pictured left. Averts eyes. Mental checklist for planned exit. Adjusts position. Prepares to bolt. Remembers half full drink. Pauses, sighs, relaxes shoulders. Okay, but what if I just left? Please, I don't want to sit through an entire play. You still working over there at Ace Jewelry and Loan? Joe Harden, proudly trading shortcuts for dignity 6 days a week since 1962. At least they have the piety to shut down on Sunday. With Joe, it's more like a hangover. Can it be both? Well, I know you see more trade than I do. Must be slow over at the hardware store. Slow isn't the word. Now Ted is out, shilling for quality hammers to make up income. Have you considered quality hammers on your shelf? We made the switch recently and business has tripled. Well, of course, I'd love to have dinner with your lovely daughters. Oh, good Lord. Evelyn. Hey, no man gets lonely out on the road. I know how it is. Nah. Door opening. Door closing. Wait, shit, hold on. Go back to door opening. It might open the exit for me. Doolittle being an odd bird. Am I supposed to run down all of the other pieces of dialogue? What is going on? Why am I being held hostage by a play that isn't very good? The result, an absorbing if unfocused drama about the ills of debt and dishonesty. Certainly, the highlight is the ending. Sarah Wakefield's performance. Oh, I know that name. Why do I know that name? As Pearl Slade, the young woman who tries to rid herself of her parents' debts. She is a revelation. Sadly, her verve and imagination do little to salvage the tepid pantomime of the barfly. Rude. A character who perhaps could have done with a few lines after all. Levi Tolbert, Kentucky Post. Great. Does that mean the barfly is allowed to leave? A Tennessee Williams or a Eugene O'Neill spend as much energy on precise descriptions of the play's set as they do on any of the dialogue. So my job is finding ways to be creative within constraint. But Doolittle only described settings poetically. To be honest, I think he'd have preferred there wasn't a set at all. Well, here I am, building one anyway. Serves him right for disappearing all those years ago, the enigmatic wino. I don't mind a drunk, but I hate riddles. Lula Chamberlain. Okay. We've exhausted that. The lights would like to talk to us. Scene, the same afternoon, the same tavern, the same people. Fresh drinks. The lights also were talking, weren't they? The lights maybe finished talking. Okay, the lights are finished, so I am gonna have to... Why must you do this to me? Harry, you've been traveling, right? Sure. Yeah. Down in New Orleans. Just taking a break. A vacation. Looking around. For ideas. Those text boxes could be a bit bigger. Tell her about the pool or the beach. Evelyn. Sounds nice. And the hostess. I may just cut you off. Looks dejected. Clears his throat. So, the pool? Or the beach? Yeah, Harry. Which was it? Well, it was a week of relaxation, and now I'm back. You still look stressed, if you don't mind me saying. Ha! He just looks like that. Sure, that's just how I look. I've never known you to leave town, Harry. I've never known you to leave this bar. Oh, no, I get out. You still drive that old truck? I dunno. I think they towed it eventually. The hell you say? That must have been years ago, Harry. How do you get around now? I take the bus or I walk. Is he Conway? You walk to New Orleans? Watch it, Evelyn. Looks dejected. I didn't mean nothing by it, Harry. Harry, did you really go to New Orleans? Now, just where do you two get off? Sorry, forget it. Sure, she didn't mean nothing by it. We'll lay off you and get back to drinking. Gotta be ready for the entertainment. Oh, who's on tonight? Tonight it's Junebug. Works for me. Round 8, I think. I'll stick around. I could use some sad music. I came here to break some hearts. What's that? To dash dreams. What are you talking about? Got to talk to my parents about their bar tab. I won't be paying for them anymore. Hang on now. No, it's time to cut the old folks loose and head west. I can't keep enabling them. You know? A debt's a debt now. Harry, I'm sorry. I know you've got a vested interest, and I don't want to make a victim of you. They'll come up with it somehow. I'm sure. No, it's not that. The thing about debts is you never know when they'll be reckoned and called in. What's that mean? I'm not saying anything, but I know debt, Harry. I see it all day. It's all around me, like a thick gray fog. It's in the air I breathe. At the pawn shop, they have a new financial technology. I'm the ambassador. Did you know that? A new technology. It's a new kind of debt, Evelyn. And it's a mess. What do you mean, a new kind of debt? You know what we do at the pawn shop. Secured loans. We don't buy used goods. We take personal property as collateral on a loan. Then, if you don't pay your loan, we sell your stuff. Sure, I get that. It works for people who couldn't get loans otherwise, I guess. Now Hardin has this new idea. He calls it a payday advance. But it's just a short-term, unsecured loan with a wicked interest rate. There's no filtering. Most who borrow can't keep up. Then he has this big pile of debts with big returns on paper. And he can sell those debts to a bank. Uh-huh. Who's borrowing like that? Who do you think? When Joe put me in charge of it. The only dark-skinned clerk in the... Oh dear, where's this going? Whole shop. You think so? I know it. Don't you see? I look just like you. You can trust me. But Joe knows they won't pay on time. There's no money in lending, but there's money in usury. Usury? That's in the Bible. I won't be his shill. I just have to save a bit more, and then I go to California. I'll be a real clerk at a credit union or something. Something ethical. I just have to get rid of these old parasites first. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. Well, my tab is in good shape, I think. You're behind, too. Not as bad as the Slades, but... Well, Harry, the only thing I owe you is a handshake and this whiskey you're about to pour me. Let's say this one's on me, Pearl. No, I'm good for it. For today, let's just say it's on me. You're awfully strict about cash for a guy who just got back from a vacation. Drink up, Evelyn. Maybe you'd better find some other chair to sink into so your debts don't get reckoned out from under you. I'm out for a bit. I'll be back later to disappoint a couple of old deadbeats. I'll stay for the entertainment. I won't throw you out, but just remember what I said. The exit's not letting me out. This is gonna be a long one. Stiffly written, but well acted. There aren't many characters in the entertainment. Now playing at Buffalo Street Student Theater. But director James B. Carrington, oh, that's Carrington, has been able to give them all enough dimension to make them interesting. Edgar Foy's performance as dejected bartender Harry is convincing, but this is not a role into which an actor can project much power. That was long-winded? You think that's bad? It keeps going. The audience pities him without ever really knowing why. Indeed, despite the cast's well-rounded portrayals, sparks only fly once or twice. Let me out. Zoe Hook, Louisville Times. Dramaturge's notes. To set the play in the present day, 1973, we needed to adjust the price of gas, as discussed by Pearl, Evelyn, and Harry. We also made some adjustments to the description of Pearl's work. We left in a line about Rain's Law, which would have been archaic in Doolittle's time anyway. I guess the biggest change we made, besides smashing the two Doolittle plays into one, Oh, bastards. It was to the title. I thought we should rename it A Reckoning and a Barfly, to mix the two titles and really be clear about where it came from. But Carrington liked the bleak irony of the entertainment. Joseph Wheattree. Oh boy. Do I have the going power to see this out to the end? Scene. Evening. The same time. It's still going. Honestly, I don't think I have the physical strength to see this through the whole way. Let me out of this goddamn... Is this skippable? Let me out, please. Hold on. Sound cues. If the door opens, we turn and leave. Distant highway. Drone 3. Is that it? I don't even get an exit? Let me out. I can't be dealing with this. New patrons. Rosa and Lawrence. Seated at a table. Old. Tired. The barfly slumps alone at table. Remembers. Scowls at memory of unkind word. Is the game muted? No, it's not. None of it's muted. There's just no audio. Considers retorts to perceived slights. Remembers arguments. Forgets specifics. I don't mean to be rude, but this is why I don't watch student theater productions. Tries to remember the day of the week. Considers past or future thunderstorm. Scratches absently at table. Silently repeats prayer to stupor. Yeah. Yeah. If I could figure out how to chug that goddamn whiskey and knock myself the fuck back out. Staring at the exit has not made it open. Or let me out. Oh, good lord. I can't be. Like, we've got the extra scene with Junebug and Pearl coming back. I'm gonna be honest, I actively don't want to do this. Let me check something. I'm just gonna... This is a lot. Holy shit. Okay. Oh my god. It's a total of 30 minutes. You can click to advance the captions faster. I didn't know that. It's a half-hour long. Okay. Sanity break? Okay, I'll tell you what. Tell you what we're gonna do. It does not save, by the way, through any of this. So I'm leaving. Okay. Yeah. Is anybody hyper interested in the story of the entertainment, the play? Old people at a table, who I believe are Pearl's parents, and Pearl telling them off. Because if not, I will speed click through the entire thing, and we can go back to the actual bit that didn't make me want to, like, chew through my arm. Oh, thank God. Okay. With all due respect, I'm sorry, I don't care. Okay. Pace yourselves or pay your bill. Evelyn's still bullying Harry. Alligators, swamps, pools, beaches, hostesses, reckonings. Pawn shops. Boiled owls in corners. Good lord. Oh my, can you imagine if I hadn't looked that up and found out you could click through this? Look at this dialogue. Pearl isn't even here yet. There's another scene, isn't there, where she shows up? Is there? Help me. Please. Oh god, tell me that color fade is... Oh. Holy shit. Entertainment bores at times. You know fucking shit, my dude. I have never in my life wanted that sort of thing. If anyone leaves, let them leave. You won't let me leave? Yes. Same tavern. Please. Please let me out. I just want to hit a save point so I can leave safely. You two done? I still gotta deal with the parents in the corner? Oh. Click faster. I can't click faster! This is as fast as I can click! I've got both hands engaged in the clicking speed now. Oh, good lord. Holy shit. Never return. I can guarantee you that's happening. Holy shit. Somebody made an executive decision. If I keep clicking, maybe it'll skip dialogue I'm not looking at. No, it won't. Okay. Maybe honestly, I can't tell. Please let me out. Actually, out of curiosity, do I have to go look over it? Yeah. Evelyn, for the love of God, shut the fuck up. Where's Junebug? I don't know. Dead. The money's run out. Those two are just chugging. Holy shit. Oh, the boys from the Hard Times collect debt. Put it in the whiskey. Okay, that is kind of a neat feature, but holy shit, it took 4 acts to get there. Oh, fuck. You good, my dude? Have fun. Oh yes, I, as the barfly, am in debt. Never return, I can guarantee you I'm never returning. Holy Mary, mother of... Yeah, there had better be a fucking achievement for that. Holy shit, my dude. Oof. Let me out. Let me out. Is the rave skeleton gonna take me away? Yes, the rave skeleton freed me. I mean... I've seen some choices made in games before, but that's the first... well, no, I think that might be the second time I've played a game that had a scene that made me want to, like, chew through my own... Did it save? Doesn't fucking matter. If needs be, I will check if it's saved before, and speed click through it again before next stream, so we never have to do that again. But I will not be doing that tonight. Wow. Achievement unlocked. Static hurt ears. I fucking wish. Oh my god, that was a lot. That was certainly not my favorite feature. Although hilariously, if you look up the discussion forums on Steam and you look up that chapter, it's all people saying the same thing. How do I get it to go faster? Oh. Well, that was a lot. Let's never do that again. Ow. My everything. That took so goddamn long. That took 30 minutes, okay? That took about... We were there for about 40. Maybe 50. Too many. That's how many we were there for. That was... The good news is, Thursday is Baldur's Gate. They're not gonna do this to us. They're not gonna betray us like this. The bright side could have been longer. I mean, it could have been. If it was longer, I think I'd have gone for a refund, even if we were 4 hours in. I think Steam might have... I think if I'd made a Steam employee play that section, they'd have given me the refund. I'm gonna send you all over to say hi to Para, who is playing Hades 2 Early Access. I feel like someone owes you money. Yes, so do I. Yeah, speaking of debt and glowing skeletons to come to collect, I better start making myself neon, because I feel like somebody owes me. But, yeah, okay. We are free. We are free. But yes, I'm gonna send you all over to say hi to Para, who is playing Hades Early Access. Hades 2 Early Access, I apologize. As always, it is always nice to see you. I hope you have a great upcoming week. I hope being made to sit through that play does not crush your desire to exist. And I hope I see you all around again sometime, alright? Bye!